Is season passes the best business model for gaming? Hey folks, it's your host, the best gamer in the whole wide world. Yeah, I'm the most attractive, the most sexy. Hey, wait, hey man, come on man, turn the camera off. It's time for me to ask you folks, if season passes was the better business model for Call of Duty and in general for gaming. We're going to be looking at a video that has the same idea as me. It goes by the name of Snowy. That brings back my past, folks, because I used to have a cat named Snowy. How I miss you, buddy. The isolated gaming lore for you folks. But no crying now. Do you think season passes were better? Well, let's just get into this.
The whole reason why I started thinking about this is because of the new zombies in Black Ops 6. Some good elements, I think the gameplay is pretty good in them, but the story is abysmal. I do not care. I don't like all these new random characters that are just skins, and that made me started to think, what made the old maps so good? What made those old characters so great? It made me think of the season pass, because I realized that they don't really have to give you any new maps in the new Call of Duties, because it's free. It's wasted development per se. The only thing the new maps really have to do is just sell you on characters.
He has a great point, and I see where he's leading towards. Like, free equals minimum effort, because they are not earning money through the maps, but instead the skins in the game. This breaks my heart, because it does feel like other gaming companies might follow it. But let's keep watching and hearing what this sexy individual has to say.
That's it. When they update a new map in Black Ops 6, all they had to do, add a new character, add Ninja Turtles.
I do not care!
My lord, the Fortnite effect is real, brother. I'm talking about why is TMT here? Oh yes, I remember my childhood. The Turtles using their iconic weapons, Donatello using the AK-47, and others using a sniper and a shotgun and all. Oh, memories. But seriously, the microtransactions is crazy because they were charging 20 bucks for them or more, and not only that, if you purchase them, you actually get a buff. I don't know if many of you guys actually know about that. You actually did get a buff. You got a 50% damage reduction from the back. And yes, it was only for one game mode, but I really looked at that as them testing the waters to see if they can do that. And it seems like no one is talking about it. Could this open the door for skins being paid to win? I'm not so sure, but I hope not. Anyways, let's see what else he says.
Zombies Chronicles, do you really think would have turned out good if we didn't have to pay for it? Zombies Chronicles was Activision thinking, how do we get money out of our player base right now? How do we reignite the player base for Black Ops 3? And so they sat down and started thinking, hey, wait a minute, what if we just give the people what they want and they'll pay us for it? We'll bring all the old gen maps, update them for next gen, add new weapons, some gobblegum, update the graphics, and do a few other tweaks, and we'll sell that. Do you think we're gonna get Zombies Chronicles 2 for free? Black Ops 6?
I just want to say I've been agreeing what he's been saying, folks. I wanted Chronicles 2, but I feel like they'll just mess it up. So what's the point, you know? It just seems like they will give us a very bad version of Zombies Chronicles 2. But one can dream.
You might think you're help supporting the next map being made, but you're really not. You're just supporting the next skin being made. There's no incentive for them to take the time to make better maps, to hire better developers, to get more talent. There's just no need for it because you're just going to buy a skin. And I think out of necessity to keep you buying skins, they might put out a map every now and then, every few months.
Holy moly, that is so true. Back then, we did used to buy maps in hopes the next map will be better. It's supporting the game and supporting the company, like how you guys just support me. Did I ever tell you guys I got a membership going on right now? Links are in the description, baby. Come on, you know you want to support the channel, best gamer of all time. Come on, you support the member, please. Become a member. But back to the video.
Easter eggs that did really cool stuff. That's what I liked. But right now you're not paying for that. As much as I appreciate the free DLC, and there's benefit. There is benefit for free DLC. For instance, not splitting the player base. That's a nice thing to do. There's basically no droughts in the content. If you want to play multiplayer, you want to play zombies or any mode, there's usually going to be people there because no one's split up with, do you have this DLC? Did you get this map pack?
I get that DLCs does split the player base. Sometimes, you know, it does split it. But let's take Warhammer Vermintide 2 or Payday 2. If you have the DLC, then your friends that don't can still play that DLC map with you, just as long one of you guys have the DLC. That was also amazing, and more games should try to consider to do that. Now, I also want to add in that if you did purchase the DLC, chances are you might get other bonuses, like you might get a bonus weapon, you might get bonus cosmetics, you might actually get something else, right? So it wasn't just the DLC map that you'll be getting, but you also get other stuff. And like I said, if one of your friends has it, then everyone else can play it, right? And I think more games should try to consider to do that. Now, season passes, it's more like paying for future DLC, but it should be cheaper if that makes sense. I do not want to see the Black Ops 4 method, which is the only way to get the DLC was to get the season pass. That is just dumb in my eyes. Season passes should be looked at as a way to help the consumer for a cheaper route. For an example, the season pass includes 4 DLCs, which will cost $50. But individual DLCs are $15 a pop, which will be $60. So you'll be saving $10. That's what I think they should do, but that's just me. It's not a bad business model compared to what is happening now. Just like what Snowy said in the video, you're paying for a skin in hopes they make another skin. I also agree in the video that nothing in life is free. Absolutely nothing. As time goes on, I feel like Black Ops 6 will be known as okay. Just like Cold War, you know, it's just okay. So how I view season passes isn't something that you should just get right away, like kind of pre-order that DLC, because you don't even know what future DLC is coming out. So you shouldn't be doing that. But the thing that I do find fascinating, I do find interesting, is that, you know, people actually do purchase it super early on, and then they don't even know what they're expecting. I don't think season passes was actually like a super bad business model. I actually prefer that model than what we have right now. I just want to keep on saying that.
Breath in its life cycle. And so for me personally, I like season passes. Yes, they're expensive, and I'm not a fan of spending $100 on a game or $110 to buy a quote-unquote complete game. But man, I do miss older Call of Duty zombies that was not just funded by skins. I feel like they don't put as much effort as they used to in the storylines, the Easter eggs, and the creativity that they did in these older games. I think that's something that I really don't like, and I don't see how it really changes. I don't see how they're going to fix the new Call of Duty storyline if all we're ever going to get is free content.
Ooh, I'm gonna make a video about that, because the story is it's terrible, because I feel like that needs to be talked about. So subscribe if you want to watch that, but the storyline does suck freaking balls. And maybe he's right, the skins are affecting the storyline, and I can see that because it does go by that free game business model. In a weird way, it feels like COD is trying to cut corners like a get fast rich scheme. Like, who are you? You slipping Jimmy? That's a Better Call Saul reference, by the way. I mean, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That was actually really good. But folks, what do you think? The full video is in the description. I don't like playing the full video because that just doesn't make sense to me, because why would you watch that video then, right? If you watched it here. But I mean, leave a comment down below, because I actually want to hear what you guys are saying. Do you guys actually like the business model of season passes, or you actually like what it is right now? Just make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, and also please, for the love of Lord, subscribe. The Best Gamer is signing off.
Money maker, slaying all these dragons, no, I'm not imagining. The problems keep on piling